I actually think as I get older, like the reluctancy I have for wanting children just gets higher and higher. I ain't got the patience. Like where was I the other day? Somewhere, I was somewhere. I can't say where because I'll get in trouble if the people who I know are watching this. And like these kids are just like screaming like horrifically, and there's no reason for it. It's just completely untriggered and unnecessary. And I just think, do you know what? Imagine having to take one of them home. I was gonna say,
God. Okay, kidnapper. But no, I get you. Do you know what it is though? I actually really love kids. I love
so do
them,
I, but not to have for my own.
I don't want any of my own, and that's the thing. There's just so much responsibility that comes with it, and it's like people deal with that so lightly. They'll just like, just having kids, like it's such a like normal process to life, and like adulthood.
And like, do you find that you feel quite abnormal for not wanting them? Because everyone frowns at me.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm like some kind of like fucking like
I do.
psycho or something.
Because when you and your friends are having conversations about life, and like with my friends, they love to like plan about their future weddings and like children they're gonna have. And like growing up, I was just silent in those conversations because I was like, I don't fucking want any of that. Like I really don't. And it made me feel a bit odd, like that I didn't want the same as them. But like growing up and we're just having open conversations about it, even they're like, I don't even know how I feel about this. And it's just different how you're like socialized and like conditioned to this, to like follow into that footstep, like that route.
I feel like the way that I see it is, right, because really realistically, right, the planet's going to be dead by the time that our kids are like teenagers.
Exactly.
So what's the point in like bringing more kids onto the planet where like there's like bare like ones that we could adopt or something? I just feel like it's just like making more and more problems. It's just contributing to like issues which have already been built, but it's progressively getting worse. I don't see the benefits.
Well, like I get
personally,
that's
just me.
I get that, but I feel like normal people, if they want to have children, they can have children, because the way that like the environment and the climate is like fucked up because of people who have money and people in power, but they're still having children and they're still like making the earth die, and like just it's not the same for rich people and poor people. But I think there's a different type of argument where people are like, people shouldn't have children because it makes the earth. Well, sorry, I'm like blabbling about, but
Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like if people want to have children, they can have children, but it's not gonna change the way that the earth is. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like it is kind of putting a lot of pressure and like responsibility on normal people. If you get
also,
what I'm
I feel
yeah,
but like I feel like I don't know, because people, you get frowned upon if you don't want it, right?
Yeah.
If you don't want kids, right? But realistically, I feel like I know so many bad parents. I know so many people with awful parents, and it's very much like I think that's actually worse. Actually having like conceiving, like having a kid who's your own, and then not giving it the full care that it needs and deserves. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just think, I don't know. I don't think I can give that love to someone. But I'm very happy to be the uncle.
Yeah.
Do you mean once a month, nice trip to the zoo? Do you mean like real like nice treat? But then they go home to my brother and sister, and that's not a problem.
Exactly, because children are so fun when they're not your own, and that's why like I love my niece and my nephew. Like it's a different type of responsibility where you're like, I am gonna take care of this child for a couple of hours, but knowing that like it's not full time is kind of like a breath of fresh air. But
are you completely cut off by the idea, like 100%?
Yeah, I haven't told my parents about it because I know they'll actually go crazy.
Yeah, because obviously, like, is it like, and forgive me if I'm wrong, obviously, like, when you're like, do you feel there's like extra pressure when you're religious as well?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. And I think just culture-wise as well, it's such a normal thing to kind of, it's just that whole image of once you grow up, you're going to get married and you're going to have children, like it's just set in stone. And then, just deciding to live a completely different life to that is very out of the norm, and like people are going to question it, people are going to like judge you for that. So I'm just going to have to deal with that in the future and see what happens.
I broke the news to my mum the other day. I was like, look.
Oh gosh.
I was like, look, I'm not going to lie to you. I just don't think I'm going to. And she was like, nah, you'll change your mind. You'll change your mind. I was like, no, like for real. Like I really, really do not think I'm going to. And like, I just feel, because she said to me, she was like, but what happens if someone who you really like wants them? I'm thinking, well, that's quite a selfish thing to make someone compromise.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? That's like, it's not even like a mini compromise. That's like a whole like life dedication. And I was like, yeah, like I can't. No.
And you know what? Like you see people who like get into relationships or marriages where it's like they know that they're marrying someone who said that they didn't want children, but they're like, oh, once I marry them and we're going to be together for years,
that's a very
they're going to turn around. And
that's
it's so
quite
manipulative.
that's very manipulative.
Yeah, it really is, because it's like you're trying to, what are you trying to do? You're trying to force someone into a decision that they don't even want to make, and it's just, it feels like a bit of a like a power trip, trying to overpower someone and like make a decision for them.
Okay, so like disclaimer note, if any of these like good looking brown boys are watching and want to link either of us, if you want kids, it's not happening. It's not happening. Right, so this week, what's been going on? Love Island. Do you know what, right? I don't even Team I can see, let's fucking get it. Do you know what? I don't even know where to start. Like, okay, what are you saying about this season? What do you think? Because I'm very like up and down, to be honest.
Do you know what it is? Compared to last year's season, this season is phenomenal.
Would you say so?
Yeah. Like, I really didn't like last season. Like, it was just so... Something was missing. Like, it just didn't feel organic. It didn't feel like the drama. It just didn't feel natural and real to me. And I felt like the producers played like a really big part in it. And like, I'm glad that this year they actually casted a good group of people who actually have personalities, and like, because they have personalities, I don't know, maybe because there is like a lot of chemistry between the other islanders, so it works out for them, and like the drama just produces naturally, and I love it.
I think we should also make it clear, right? I think it's really important to like note and to add how like the producers make you see a particular like side of people.
Yeah.
I think that's, do you know what I mean? I think that's very clear, because after like watching all the interviews, we watched like Morads and Wills.
That's true.
It's a very common thing that seems to be said is the fact how like only particular parts of a character get shown. During certain islanders are seen like absolute angels, and then people will come on to whatever afterwards, and they're like, no, do you know what? They're not shit.
Paige.
I wasn't going to name drop, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I didn't. I was coughing. But yeah, exactly. I agree. I think the producers really have a specific narrative that they're sticking to. And yeah, you know, when like you see a lot of the interviews of like islanders that come out, and you're just like so shocked, because you're like, what the hell? They literally like excluded things that wasn't even, what is it? It wasn't even that big of them to like delete or like take out of, but I think it's because it didn't match the narrative that they wanted to put out, or like the type of personality of a specific islander that they wanted to show. So I think it just makes you think how calculated and planned everything is.
It's not reality, really, is it?
Yeah,
it's just
not.
like scripted more than anything. And do you know the bit that got to me right the other day? It was the bit with the cooking. You know, with Ekin-Su and Natalia doing the cooking war.
Oh yeah.
And then you can see like the pictures afterwards and thinking this was planned like days in advance. Like, oh, yo, let's do this, and let's work together to make it look like you've got this, do you know what I mean, debate against each other to then fight for Davide. Even though he was obviously always going to like coincidentally pick Ekin-Su's food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fuck with it.
But I actually loved that part though.
So did I.
It was so fun.
So did I.
Because like there was so much like tension between like Natalia and Ekin-Su, but then it's quickly became like really playful and just like bantery, and I was like, wow. And you know, that's the thing that I love about Ekin-Su, because like she's a fiery person, but once
literally Team Ekin-Su until I die.
Like once she deals with like the problems and like she like dissolves it and like she sorts it out with people, it's just like good vibes straight away. And like Natalia even came out and had an interview and was like, I love Ekin-Su, like she's so lovely.
No.
Yeah.
Ekin-Su's a real girl's girl.
I know.
Can we break down like each couple? Mm-hmm. So like, okay, who are you rooting for?
Who else? Ekin-Su.
Thing is, right, this is the thing. I'm actually Team Ekin-Su until we die, right?
Okay.
Ekin-Su is literally like a national treasure. Like, it's not Love Island, right?
Yeah.
It's Ekin-Su's island.
Mm-hmm.
However, right, if you look back at it, the winners never do as well as the runners up,
Okay,
right?
Yeah, I get that.
Like Molly May, Chloe Burrows, I can't think of who else on top of my head. Laura Anderson. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think it's purposely done because I don't find it coincidental how those particular people who were more popular than the winners then always seem to be runners up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So really, for me, I love Ekin-Su, and if Ekin-Su and Davide win, I'm really, really happy.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think career-wise, it makes more. Not that I want the person who comes first to like obviously like not succeed at all because I like Team Ekin-Su. However, I feel like logically it makes more sense for Ekin-Su to be a runner-up with Davide because then she will follow in similar footpaths to everyone else, like Molly May. Maybe not as big as Molly May because Molly May's like she's in her own league and no one's like Molly May.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? I think it makes more sense for Ekin-Su to be runner-up because then I think she will definitely. I don't know. It just seems to be like a conspirity.
I get that.
It seems too frequent to be true. A curse. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
It seems too frequent to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Like it. It happens every year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't see how it can always be the case.
That's true. Even with season 2 with. Oh my god, I can't remember.
Is that Alex and Liv?
Yeah. Alex
well, they came second.
They came second.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
they're thriving as well, aren't they?
Nathan and Cara, they came first, and it's like no one really hears about the winner of that season. So I get what you mean. And what was it? Alex and Liv they were like the richest couple to come out of
yeah,
Love
they
Island.
are. They are.
Well, all right, but I get that. But also I don't know. It's Ekin-Su. She could beat this curse. Like it's Ekin-Su. Come on, like. And I feel like no one has been like as beloved and like just charismatic.
Yeah, she's very like.
Yeah.
She is one of a kind. And I think what's really good about Ekin-Su is she has no idea. I think she has no idea how much she's loved.
Exactly.
And I'm really excited to see how it turns out when she leaves because she's literally like, I think she's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Davide though? Because obviously they come.
I don't really like him. I mean, like he's like he has funny moments, but he's just I don't know.
You're a liar, actress. Get the fuck out.
Literally, like it's just I feel like I don't doubt that he likes Ekin-Su, of course. It's just the way that he interacts with women. Like he's misogynistic. That's just I get that vibe.
I think because he's quite handsome and quite nice to look at.
Yeah.
He's very conscious of the fact that he can like click his fingers and like they're gonna go like crazy for him.
Exactly, and I still.
It's quite a common theme for them with the girls.
I haven't forgotten what he did to Danica when he just randomly kissed her and then decided, oh, actually, I don't want to couple up with you.
Yeah, no, that was a bit muggy.
Did not forget, and like what he did in like Casa Amor, which is like fair enough, but like.
Two wrongs don't make a right, though.
If you're gonna flog Ekin-Su for doing what, like, she didn't even do that much. I'm gonna defend her to the day that I die, like seriously. So I just feel like he upholds a lot of like double standards when it comes to men and women. So that's why I'm just like not on board with Davide. You know, he just just like typical like macho type of.
Do you not think he's nice
energy.
to look at though?
He's alright, but like not my cup of tea. Like I can see him from like gonna like. Yeah, he's handsome conventionally, but that's just about it, you know. Like, I'm not gonna marry him.
What are you saying about the others? Tell you what, right? Actually, do you know what? Let me start. I really hate Luca. No, sorry, hate's a strong word. I really don't fuck with Luca's behavior.
Sorry, can I just say?
Go on.
I wanted to say that I hate Luca, but I was like, you know what? I thought we were just.
He's not going to see this, is he? Like, do you know what I mean?
He's crazy. He might. You never know. But yeah, all right. Sorry, go on.
No, it's not. I don't know. Like, I think it's really weird how he's only really ever shown like a real interest in Gemma from the get-go. Yeah. Like, it's really strange. My man hasn't been willing to like pursue anyone else, and I think that's really weird. Like, what's the point in being on with like literally like 10 babes if you're not going to even have conversations with them?
Yeah.
But like this fixation he has on Gemma is actually like, well, I'm doing bare manipulative and like really controlling, and like super creepy. And she's just like I just don't think they're compatible. Like they never laugh, they never smile together, and they're just all very much like, yeah, we've got like we've got such a good connection, haven't we? But like there's never any laughing. At least, okay, Ekin-Su and Davide have a few problems, but they're always laughing together. They're always cracking jokes. Even Paige and Adam are. Do you know what I mean? I would even go as far to say, out of the 5 that's still there, bear in mind it's the 30th, so obviously the recoupling's tomorrow, the 31st. At this current moment in time, I would actually say they're the least compatible.
They are.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you watch last night's?
I did, but it was a bit boring, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Remember, I kept telling you just skip to the end.
I did.
Yeah,
I didn't watch Gemma and Luca's date like you told me to.
Honestly, I would have gouged my eyes out if I could watch another second of their date. Like, I'm sorry. Wait, this is so mean. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, skip. But I do feel like my man Luca needs to be called up for his actions.
Definitely.
Because like I feel like I don't know if it's like some trauma prior or something.
I don't know, because I remember he was dating that like really famous
Saffron
there was
something.
It was another influencer he was dating, and then he cheated on her with Saffron.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So I don't really know the ins and outs.
You kind of have a history of cheating, so it's like I don't really understand where this kind of trauma is coming from, but I can't say that.
I mean, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know the ins and outs. I think for me that I just like the way that him, Dami as well, but not Dami as much when I deep it really. The way that
Dami after, but
I quite like Dami. I think he's quite sexy.
He is.
He's so nice to look at, man. I'm so jealous of India.
Yeah.
He's so nice to look at.
I remember me and my friend were literally going through his Instagram. We're like, oh, he's so cute.
He is nice. He is very nice.
But, yeah, he's not in my good books anymore, though.
I just feel like the way that they've treated like the woman is just so like, I don't know, it's just really like misogynistic and just really like, it's bullying. Yeah. It's actually full on bullying. They
got away with it. That's what I'm just really like pissed about. Where it's like they haven't faced any repercussions of their actions.
Well, this is the thing, because I think I saw an article the other day, and I think from the challenge with the pies, they received like 2,500 complaints from Ofcom, right? And I just think I don't know, it's really difficult to like navigate when you don't know the full picture, the full 24 hours. But for me, it's kind of like, so one, like ITV, why are you like broadcasting it? Because you're literally like displaying misogynistic behaviour to women, right? And it's almost like if you're going to keep on showing these clips where women are being publicly bullied on television, that's also like teaching, do you mean like young lads who are watching that this is how they can treat women and they can go on TV and they can thrive. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't communicate very healthy messages. Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't add up. I don't get it.
And I've been saying this, like I feel like so uncomfortable with the fact that Love Island thinks that this is okay to broadcast, and it's such, knowing that there's such a big and influential show that like literally everyone across the world watches, and I don't know, like it's so reckless of them to like promote this type of behavior. Like you said, it's really gonna make young boys think that this is okay and normalize that behavior, and I feel sorry for the young girls that are watching this, because I know I read somewhere that Luca and Gemma and even Jax are very popular among teenage girls, like girls in high school. So it's just such a concerning thing that I didn't even think about.
It's almost like
young people like that.
It's almost like the treatment that they're expecting to get from men is what Jax and Luca show on TV. But if we can't keep moaning about Luca because we'll be here for ages, man. Okay, Dami and India. I have a soft spot for them, to be honest.
They are really cute.
They are really cute.
They have like a lot of chemistry. I do hope that they are together when they come out and like they live a good, healthy, long life. I don't know what to say, but the thing is, Dami is just so like, he's such a good talker, and it's just he's got a way with words, hasn't he? Yeah, he's very, and the way that he gets himself out of situations is very manipulative, and I can literally see that. Like I can see it. I can see him like, I can just see the process in which he's trying to like move about, and I'm just like, he's getting away with so much, and like he's done a lot of shit in Casa Amor, and also just the way that him and Luca have treated Tasha, and I feel like, because he has like such a good personality and he's so open and fun, that people kind of focus on that. Do you
think it's quite irritating how we they all witness this shit go on, the way they treat people.
Yeah.
But then, like, Gemma and India never call them out. Do you think that's weird?
That's why I have an issue. Yeah, that's why I have an issue with a lot of people. And
but then, do you also think that's? But then, do you also think that's something that just wouldn't get shown because it's not really appealing, is it? Your girlfriend having a go at you.
I guess so. Maybe. Yeah.
You know.
I get that. I really do. But a part of me kind of feels like I don't think they have really said anything about it. I don't know. I get that type of vibe, to be honest, because every time they react to Tasha crying or something, Gemma says, "Oh, well, she's just sensitive." Like, I remember she was when Luca brought up that insensitive comment about how, "Oh, I don't know why you're upset about being."
But
in the
then,
bottom
like,
two.
he started crying after the challenge. What was it? What was he doing? Like licking like Adam's neck or something?
Yeah. And he even said to Tasha, "Oh, don't be upset about the like movie night thingy." Because it's just a challenge. It's just a challenge. But it's like, why do some things apply to you but not to women?
It's
like, what is it?
It's double standards,
literally
isn't
double
it?
standards happening in front of my eyes. And I'm just like, are we supposed to like be okay with this? Like, it's so hypocritical. It's just, and I don't know what his logic is. I really don't. It's just, it's unbelievable. But cheers. But what was I going to say about... were they talking about Dami? I don't remember.
Adam and Paige?
Who?
Do you know what? I actually quite like Adam. I'm not going to lie. I actually quite like Adam Collard. Like, I don't really see what I don't think he's done anything wrong. I think it seems like it's happened too easy. Okay. So I don't know if he's like trying to redeem himself from what he was like beforehand. Maybe. But I can't really floor him. I think he's really into Paige. He hasn't really looked twice at anyone else. Yeah. I think he really likes her. And to be fair, I think Paige really likes him. I think their feelings for each other are legitimate. I just think obviously because it's quite fresh compared to the other four, it's an easy target, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really have much to say about their connection and relationship. You know, if they're happy, I'm not gonna like bring people down for being happy, of course. But
it's not what we're here for.
That's not what we're here for. Good vibes, of course. And but the thing is, I heard that not Dami, Adam was only single for only 2 months, and then he went into Love Island. So,
there's a common theme here where like people actually break up their relationship so they can go in. So I know one of the islanders who has been in Love Island is a mutual friend of mine. Oh, see, I'm not going to say now because no, yeah. And they broke up with their girlfriend literally like 3 months before. Tried contacting afterwards. So obviously, it's very coincidental, and a lot of them actually do get back together with their ex-partners afterwards. Quite a few.
God, but why? If I was that ex-partner, I would not want to get back because what the hell? You just dropped me at your own convenience.
Would you not though for 50 bags?
Well, if they won, yeah, but they didn't. So
this person didn't win, to be fair.
Exactly. But I don't know. And also, there's been a lot of islanders that have come out and have had interviews about their experiences with Adam and that he's not really that great of a person. Ew. Yeah, okay.
But but like again, though, people do change, and do you not think that's just from like what 2 or 3 years ago?
I guess so. I saw this one interview with Ekin-Su's best friend, and she's like handling her like Instagram and all types of that type of stuff. And she said that she's interacted with Adam before, and he was just extremely rude. So I'm gonna believe anyone who's Ekin-Su's best friend.
I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
And Andrew and Tash.
I
love them. Do you know, if they win, I'm happy. If Andrew and Tash win, I'm actually really happy. No. I actually really love them. I think they're really sweet.
They're so sweet. Like, I feel like, well, I don't want to say that there's not one bad bone in there.
Well, yeah, no.
They're so sweet. Where it's like you can tell that they're like genuine and like just nice people.
And like they're very like they're so comfortable with each other. Yeah. I found with last night, Luca kept on saying, because Luca's very insecure. Mm-hmm. I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
And he was very much like, because obviously they were talking when they were all picking who to text for the couples, and then they were like, oh, but like if it's us, it doesn't mean anything. I was like, why? He needs constant reassurance.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And realistically, like you've got what you wanted. Do you know what I mean? They've all got what they wanted. Do you know what I mean? So realistically, Winning's just a bonus at this
Exactly.
point, really.
Yeah. And it's so funny that you're saying that, because that's something that Luca always says, where it's like, oh, I don't care if I win, knowing that I'm with you and I found you, that's all I really need.
It's just like, it's very dramatic though.
I
like,
don't believe
and
him.
like not even just him, it's all very dramatic. Like, you know, when like they get a text and everyone like gasps, like, you got a text. I'm thinking, like, what were you expecting? I think it's really I don't want to say scripted, but it's just
it is. No,
well, no, it is. Well, obviously
yeah.
it is scripted, but that's not the word I'm thinking of. It's just it's really weirdly composed.
Unnatural, kind of.
Yeah, unnatural. Thank you. It's unnatural.
And well, can I just say, with the whole like reading the text out, they actually make you reread it if you haven't like read it out properly.
Yeah,
So.
and they apparently, like, producers will like be like, oh, go have a chat with.
Yeah.
Which I think is.
So we never really know how much involvement they have in like.
I feel like all the things that happen are real. They just get like retakes.
Yeah.
That's my take of it.
Yeah, I think so as well. But it's just.
But no, I love Andrew and Tash. If they win, I'm very, very happy.
They're so cute, and like
they are really sweet.
And the thing is, like you said, Luca is like so insecure, where it's like when he sees people like Tasha and Andrew, where you can just tell it's so like authentic, and like they got on so well. And I think he's so intimidated by that, and that's why he voted for them. So yeah. I feel like he has like zero self-awareness, but
that's just most men.
That's true. Sorry.
So like, okay, so do I want Ekin-Su to win? Oh no, I don't.
Get out.
No, but like it's because of the curse. I want her to come second. I want but then I don't want.
She could beat it though. She can. Like, it's just. It's Ekin-Su. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone loves her, so when she comes out, she'll have her little tiara over like her and like her sash.
But then saying that at the same time, though, like, I don't want, because Luca and Gemma, I really don't want them to win. I think I'd rather Paige and Adam. I think I'd literally rather Paige and Adam, and I really don't like Paige either. Tasha
and Andrew.
Yeah, I hope it's Tasha and Andrew. Now. Who do you think is going to win? Like from what you've seen, not like from what you want, unless it's the same.
Gemma and Luca.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like, they're actually quite popular. Do you know what I mean?
It's because of her dad, though.
Exactly.
It's because of her dad.
Yeah. And it's like they're very like appealing to the public, so
yeah.
So
well, this hopefully, if my editing goes to plan, this will be out on Sunday or Monday before we have a chance to.
Also, I saw a TikTok. Is it coming on?
Oh, she's just turning it back on its way.
Okay. Also, I saw a TikTok of this girl who works at a retirement home, and she says that every night the elderly people come down and they all gather into the living room to watch Love Island every night, and they get their phones and their laptops out. And who do they vote for? Guess who they all vote for? Gemma and Luca.
Okay.
Gemma and Luca and Tasha and Andrew. So I'm like, that's how they're getting all the votes. That's who's voting for them. Because every night on Twitter, everyone's like, "Who the fuck is voting for Gemma and Luca?"
I feel like but Twitter's like very youthful, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's like 5 and under, and then like obviously like the ones who watch TV or have like the websites ready, they're like Gemma and Luca. Right, so we've got a hot new release. I feel like I've been graced.
It's an honor to be living right now.
Do you know what? I actually say that more than often. It's actually like a fucking privilege to be on the same earth as Beyonce. Right. So for anyone who needs to clearly go on Spotify, Mrs. Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter has released
Not her government name.
Yeah, I'm part of the Beehive. Has released her 7th studio album yesterday, Renaissance.
Her.
There's so many ways we can go about this. What were your initial thoughts like when you like had your first play? What are you saying?
Do you know what it is? Like, Beyonce never misses. That's the thing. And like,
she's very consistent.
Exactly. Like, of course, there'll be some songs that it's like, oh, I'm not really feeling it. But as a whole, you can appreciate just her craft and like her talent and like artistry and just be like, wow, this is actually so fucking amazing. And so I listened to the album and I kind of knew what I was expecting going into it, because like Break My Soul, like you kind of knew what type of vibe she was going to go for.
Yeah.
And just the whole like dance genre and how it's just like, what is it, like resurfacing now. So yeah, it was fun. I was just in my room and I was just like just in the vibe. So
it was fun.
I loved it.
I feel like it sounds very expensive. Her production sounds fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for a lot of people, so initially I wasn't too keen, but I think a lot of people were expecting a Lemonade Part 2. And
okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think when you're expecting that, you're not going to be happy, because it's very it's very dancey, very Afrobeat.
Yeah.
She's even like released a statement saying she wanted to make craft that would make people dance after COVID, which I'm here for. And yeah, no, it's fun. I really like it. I think it's really cool. Like, I think Beyonce she's very good at being multi-genre.
Yeah,
multi-genres. Do you know what I mean? She can do rock, she can do pop, she can do Afrobeat, she can do rap.
She's very
and she's good at all of them. Do you know what I mean? And that's a very rare skill. Fair enough. Even if you can like top one, you're very talented. But to be able to do like 7 different genres, you know, you're in a whole league of your own. But I also feel like, do you think she's at a point? Because I think there are very few artists, her included, where like no matter what they release, it's gonna get good reception. Her being Beyonce, Adele, Drake, Ed Sheeran. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there are particular people that will always get a positive response, no matter like what. Because people say that Beyonce's new album is what Drake's should have sounded like. Have you heard Drake's new album?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But
again, it wasn't bad. Drake's album wasn't bad.
But again, if you're looking for a rap album,
I get
it's
that.
not what you're gonna get.
I think it's just people. I don't know, because the thing about Beyonce is she's had such a long and successful career, but it's like she has the privilege to release any type of music and it will be received well. And also because she's Beyonce, like she has that talent as well, and she can do that and she can like put her spin to it. But people aren't used to that with Drake, and Drake just has one specific sound, and like he's not as versatile as he would like to think. But I think it kind of worked out for him, to be honest. I do find him a bit corny. I can't lie. Drake is a bit corny to me, but
to their own.
I did find some of his songs on his new album a bit nice. So yeah.
You got any songs in? That was a weird sound. You got any favorite songs in particular?
Obviously the album just came out, but I liked some. Don't really know what they're called.
The first one I really liked, but I can't think of what it's called. I played it to my friends like last night in my living room, like on full blast, and we were like, it was like a religious experience. We were all loving it.
I'm That Girl. I think.
Yes, I'm That Girl. Let's
one.
fucking go. Let's fucking go.
And I also liked Church Girl. I like Church Girl and Plastic Off the Sofa as well.
That's about Jay-Z, I'm pretty sure.
Plastic Off the Sofa.
It's about the fight with Solange in the elevator. Apparently so.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So I found out this really cool thing earlier this week. So apparently, I've got a friend. Shout out to Darius. What's good?
Hi, Darius.
You like Darius, he's a cutie. And he was saying, because I don't really like Break My Soul. I'm not really for it. I like the...
I like it. I really
No,
like
it's
it.
not a bit of me. But I like the majority of the album. I would say I really like. I do prefer Lemonade. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't dislike it. I think it's very good.
Yeah.
It's very cohesive. And Darius was saying to me, so the way that Beyonce works is she like creates and shifts work which suits the time period. So this current moment in time, right? Obviously with COVID and the recession.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me read you what he said. So I think this is really interesting, a bit off topic, but so Beyonce reflects her music to the time we are in, specifically when times get harder financially.
Oh, that's
The
so
pace
true.
of the music
That's
gets
so
faster. So in the Great Depression with jazz music being faster,
Yeah.
and obviously we're in a time now of like austerity and like deprivation. So we want to like, uplift people's spirits with music. So I think that's like do you know? It's just like it's the background knowledge behind it. Do you know what I mean? It's the insight, things that some people just think let's just make a beat, but she's thinking, okay, what about like the cultural impact behind it, and like the legacy and the influence it's going to leave afterwards. Apparently, Break My Soul is actually like a tribute to the Black queer community in the States.
Really?
Because I think her uncle was a gay man, died of HIV.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, no, I only found it out earlier this week. And it's just little things like that. Do you know what I mean? Like even if it's not chart topping or chart popping, it's really got like really like nice subtle significance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. And with Break My Soul, I think when it was released, a lot of people were kind of criticizing it because it was talking about just capitalism and working labor and all that type of stuff, and just the reality of being a worker in society. And people felt like it wasn't her place to kind of say that or like sing that because she's never been like a typical worker or someone who's done 9 to 5. And
Yeah,
it was a bit like it's not really your place, and it is kind of inappropriate, especially someone who's a millionaire and like who's in the top.
Yeah, no, when she's like when sis is going on about quitting your job, it's like, oh, that's not.
What would you know about?
It's not sustainable for a lot of people, is it?
Exactly.
How am I going to afford your concert tickets?
Yeah.
If I quit my job tomorrow?
Exactly. So I get that she's doing it for the times and like trying to reflect how it is for the people, but I don't know. I guess there should be a bit of a boundary when it comes to like rich people and being like out of touch with these type of things. So, and also she's coming from a place of privilege, so it is.
Yeah, it's kind of hard
iffy.
to.
But I'm a dance to it though. Don't get it twisted. But
sorry, what did you say?
I said, but I'm gonna dance to it. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, you know, and so I'm gonna shake my ass to it. That's not the point. That's not the point.
Period.
Okay, so I want to talk about this as well. So I don't think this movie's come out yet. Do you know, right? Do you know what I love about this, right? These lot, because I don't have that big of a following, but there's always like a stranger that comes and finds me and like says, oh, hi, Jord, listen to this, but you did this wrong. I get it like every episode. It's quite interesting.
Oh.
But it's always really It's people who I have no idea who they are. So
wait, what are they? What
it's just it's just random facts. Like I'll say something, and then man will be like, George, that's not right. This is that. I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay.
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
But it's like a private message. It's never like shitting on my profile.
Yeah, never trying to make you feel.
No, never. But I just think it's so. I know someone's going to probably come and message me if I get this wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so there's been a lot going on this week with Miss Keke Palmer.
Yeah.
I fucking love this bitch.
I love her.
So she is starring in the new film.
What is it called?
Oh, do you know what?
That's the one. The Jordan Peele movie.
That's the one thing I forgot to write down. I was looking for my notes. It's like shit.
As long as we both know what we're talking about.
Keke Palmer
and
film.
You do as well.
Oh my god, what's it called? I was doing so well with names.
I'm so excited for that movie though. Like,
Nope, yeah. So I don't think it's come out yet because the London premiere was the day before yesterday, I believe.
Oh, was it?
I think so because I know of someone who went to it.
Okay.
And then I can't find the original tweet or whatever because I think it's been obviously the user's probably embarrassed and they've deleted it. But it was basically giving a direct comparison between the opportunities and the experiences which Keke Palmer has experienced or has encountered compared to Zendaya.
Yeah.
saying a factor due to these issues, experiences could be because of colorism. And then I'll read the response because I thought this was great. I was all for this. Miss Palmer, what you saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're gonna say something?
I was just gonna say, in a sense, it is true. Obviously, like we can't deny that colorism exists.
Well, yeah,
and,
no, for sure.
Yeah, and people who benefit from that are gonna benefit from that and like reap the privileges from that and like get far in life. But it shouldn't diminish the success of Keke Palmer. But yeah.
So she said, a great example of colorism is to believe I can be compared to anyone. I'm the youngest talk show host ever, the first black woman to star in her own show on Nickelodeon, and the first black Cinderella on Broadway. I'm incomparable talent, baby. This is Keke Palmer. To be honest, though, if you think of it this way, right, and listen to shit on anyone, she's got more fucking money than most people we know. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, like in the game, and I don't think it's really fair to shit on Zendaya. Like, obviously, it's not like...
Do you think she's shitting on Zendaya?
No, she's not.
Okay,
but I think, the initial thing prior was.
Yeah.
But I think, realistically, right, they're both very talented. I think Zendaya has deserved every role she's gotten. Yeah. She was very good in Euphoria. Have you seen Spider-Man?
Yeah.
She's very good. She's very good in Spider-Man. I think I'm not going to say if she was dark and she still got the role because I don't think that's fair to say because I don't know. But I think her ability would still be as equal. Do you mean whether or not her skin had been darker or not? Okay. And I feel like they have very different like filmographies, but I think it's
and like different styles as well.
So I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Zendaya is like more white appealing. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's more white appealing. Do you know what I mean? She was on a more mainstream kid show prior to like her like stardom, and she's like. The way in which she portrays herself and the way she performs, it fits and it suits white audiences. Keke Palmer is very she's very black, isn't she? Yeah. she's very black. She's very authentically black, which I love. But then I feel like maybe not for her because I don't know what goes on in her whatever. But like,
I agree. I think I don't know. I'm not sure if Zendaya would be as successful as she is.
Do you think the talent is there regardless, though?
I think she is talented, definitely. Like, there's no denying that. But I think it's just the amount of attention that's put on her and like the opportunities that she's received might be because she is like light skinned, biracial, and like I just think that that's just how it probably is, if I'm going to be honest. And it's just like whenever you ask like white people, oh, like who's your favorite like black celebrity or like
to be
actress, sorry, they will undeniably choose Zendaya.
To be honest, I don't think most of them would know who Keke Palmer is, to be honest. I genuinely don't think most people would know who Keke Palmer is.
Exactly. But it's like, why though? Why isn't she as popular? Because she kind of did go into she started off the same way that Zendaya is.
True Jackson?
Yeah, on Nickelodeon. So I'm just like, they started off at similar
paths. But like, do you think that's chosen though? Do you think she's purposely chosen to like go into roles which aren't necessarily... Yeah, it's okay. Do you think she's purposely like picking roles which are less mainstream? Do you think that's purposely done? Or do you think it just happens to be what she's being casted for and picked for are things that may not have as much like global like recognition?
I think we'll never know because you never know if an actress has auditioned or tried to get this part or has been like selected, scouted. So you never really know like
Jordan,
what that process is.
This film is it an all black cast?
No.
Is it not?
No.
Who else is in it then? Because Daniel
Steven Yeun.
Okay, cool.
I love him. Have you seen The Walking Dead?
No, but everyone goes on about it. And my man Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah, I love him too.
Oh, he's a bit of me.
I was rewatching Skins, sorry, and I saw him and I was like,
who does he play in Skins?
I don't know what his character's name is because it's not that big of a character.
Someone told me this the other day and I had no idea, but it makes sense because...
I think it was me because we were talking about Skins, but What?
Yeah, maybe because we
Yeah.
compare it to Euphoria.
Yeah.
He's a bad boy, Daniel Kaluuya. Oh,
Yeah.
he's nice.
Ooh,
He's a
not a
bit.
bad boy.
Hey,
Not a bad boy.
no, but like it's Daniel Kaluuya, so I'll make
Yeah.
exceptions.
Mm-hmm. He was
no,
cute.
Yeah, no, he's not. Who's your like ideal like? If you could have like any man, who would it be? Like who? Like obviously who people are gonna know. Do you know what I mean? Not just some randomer down the road.
No, yeah. I don't know. I don't have one.
Really?
I don't
Mine's
think
Daniel
so.
Kaluuya or Michael B. Jordan.
I actually don't know. I don't think I've ever been asked this, which is crazy because that's what they always say in Love Island. Like, what's your type? Or like,
Have you got a type?
I don't think I do, to be honest.
I think that's the best way though.
Yeah.
I feel
yeah.
I feel like having types is quite problematic
It's
because you're like
restrictive.
you're limiting your options.
Mhm.
Like I have quite a few friends that are very much like I need someone who's like I don't know like blonde or whatever, and you're limiting like so that's not aimed at you. I'm just looking at you. That's limiting like so many other like options.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And it's like, what? Like, are you really gonna focus on like a hair color? Where it's like, I don't understand. I actually don't really understand that. I'm not gonna say it's the same as skin color. That would be problematic. But it's like, I don't know. Whenever you see people are like, I prefer blondes to brunettes, and I'm like,
I think it's just
it's
like
just a hair color.
it's internalized issues as well, isn't it?
But this girl who's a brunette, she could easily dye her hair blonde, and then what? She's your type, like
Yeah.
it's just a hair color. But I don't have a type, I think.
All right, so for the Amanda watching, right? She ain't got a type. We're gonna put her Insta in the bio description, so get at it.
Do that.
Do you ever get people in
Call
your DMs?
Well, if I say no, will I sound sad?
No.
I'm joking. I don't look at my DMs.
Do you not?
No.
So you could have like bare like requests.
I do. No, I do. I do. 100% do. But I guess sometimes. But yeah.
Do you respond?
No.
Do you entertain it at all?
Because they're creepy.
Oh, it's never like cute.
It's not. It's so creepy. I got this. Oh no, I'm not going to talk about actually. I don't want to embarrass someone.
No, it's okay. We won't embarrass it. Do you know, right? This boy came into my work the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really nice, like musty, like chocolate man. He was very tasty, and he was like, and also I ain't got a big following, so it was really because I don't know who this bloke is.
Yeah.
I do now, but he said to me,
now.
It's not like that. So my man said to me, he was, oh, I recognise you. I was like, trust me, mate, if I fucking knew who you were, I would recognise you. No idea who this guy is. Man says to me, oh no, I've seen your TikToks. I was like, oh, okay, cool. We've got no mutual friends, no idea who this guy is. And I was like, wait. So then I was like, okay, like which video was it? And it was about like the African and Caribbean rivalry. Because he's Guyanese, I think.
Okay.
Hope he doesn't see this. Don't think he will. So he's Guyanese, right? And he was like, yeah, take my number. Like, let me know if you need anything. And I'm thinking, no fucking way, this can't be real. And then my man sends me like, oh, it was awful. Because my mum was like, oh, this is really exciting, Jord. Let's fucking go. But then this guy was like, yeah, I'd love to be on your podcast. But nah.
Oh.
Can you imagine the look of disappointment on my face when this nice hunky chocolate man's like, yeah, let's get your
You were getting used.
Do you know what I mean?
What it is.
Imagine what's going to be like with a big following.
Oh my God, yeah.
I blocked his TikTok after because it's just too sour.
Oh, wow.
It's cool.
That's
sad,
I
isn't
think
it?
people would be like that.
do you want to cry for me?
I might.
Yeah. Do you want to cry for me? So,
yeah. Sorry.
that's alright. That was me thinking I changed my mind on getting kids and everything, but nah. We're back to Square Scooby.
Square Scooby? I've never
Is that not a
heard that
thing?
before.
I heard it on TikTok the other day.
Have you heard that before?
I have no internet, so I can't prove my point, but
I'm going to start using that.
it's
We're back
authentically
to
me.
Square Scooby.
So, my favourite part, I love this part,
What's your favourite?
tweet of the week.
Oh, yeah.
I actually forgot to tell you the tweet, but I've got
Yeah,
it.
you did.
Because I literally forgot, and I think it was like yesterday evening. It was when I was with my friends, and they were like, "What is it?" I was like, "Crap, I've forgotten to do it." So I had to do it really quickly. I was like, "Yo, I need you lot to like come through."
Okay.
You're familiar, you know the drill. Tweet of the week. The way in which this works is I find a tweet throughout the week, which I think me and my guests can have a conversation about. I then put it on the gram. We make a poll. they agree and disagree and they give their reasons. But I'm not being funny, right? You lot, they're very good at like voting and not giving reasons, which is a bit annoying, but it's all right. I've got enough to go with.
Like how dead
Just give a reason, innit? Like it takes like 1 minute. Do you mean just give a reason? Give a reason.
Help us.
So, okay, tweet of the week.
Come on, don't gatekeep.
I couldn't find it. That's why. Right. We all have people we love and care for, but can't be around. Like, ain't no beef. We just outgrow people.
Oh yeah.
So, do you want me to tell you what the result, or do you want to like give your?
No. Oh, okay.
What are you saying?
I agree with that. Yeah, I think. Well. Yeah, I think it can happen like in different types of dynamics. So, like specifically with friendships, you know, you can be friends with someone for a really long time, and like you can love them to death, and they're like your family. But then like maybe you just spend time apart, and you grow apart, and it's just not the same, and that's okay. That's just part of life. It's natural.
I feel like a lot of people that are very like, I think when you become so comfortable with someone, you kind of just like ignore their shit, but because it's just the norm for your friend or whoever you're around to be like, oh, they've done this, and you don't call them out on it because you're so familiar with it, but like it's actually really toxic behavior. And for me personally, right, I don't know, I'm too tired to be with people that are dickheads. Do you know what I mean? And you still have love for people that you don't necessarily fuck with. Do you know what I mean? The love's still there, but it's just like, okay, you're not on my speed dial. Do you know what I mean? You're not my priority. Like if I see you out, I'm not gonna say, like, do you hate anyone?
You're not fighting on sight.
Would you say you hate anybody?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's quite a strong emotion, isn't it, to hate someone?
It's such a strong emotion, and I feel like if you were to hate someone, it puts a lot of the energy is on you, and you're like just harboring this intense emotion against this person, where it's like, okay, even though I don't like you as a person, I don't wanna just build that up, and it's gonna make me feel like I can't move on.
And I feel like also when you hate someone, like they're in your mind more than often. Do you know what I mean? So like for you to really hate someone, it's like, what the fuck did you do to like agitate someone, to like, do you know what I mean, to like frustrate someone so much that like you're like a regular occurrence in their thought process. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lot easier to just move on and like not forgive. I don't believe in like just forgiving people just for the sake of like you moving on. You can decide to just say I don't fuck with this person, but like I guess it's just I extremely dislike people rather than hating people.
Yeah, I probably like really dislike about 3 people, but like if I saw them, I'd probably say hello. But that's just me being a bit snaky. Like not like hey, how are you? How are the kids? Just like hey.
No, you're good though, because I think I would just pretend and just
pretend to not see them.
Yeah, just keep it moving.
So 78% agreed, 22% disagreed. I'm not too sure if anyone actually gave their reasons who disagreed. Let me read some. Okay, JR, you become too mature, love the person but hate the drama they bring. Good memories though. Yeah, valid. Yeah. Like, I think it's nice you can come away from a situation and you can acknowledge that you care for that person, you like them. However, you're not on the same wavelength, and that's okay. That's fine. Like, you don't need to be like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily the case, is it? I think it's much nicer to have that and to be able to like, is reminisce the right word? Yeah. To reminisce on something you once had, which was all right, compared to like, I don't know, just having like really like angry memories, and like the thought of them just makes you a bit like, nah. Do you know what I mean? That's not pleasant, is it?
I think when you read the tweet out to me, it's because I don't think I've proper fell out with someone like in a really bad way. I think it's just like, so it just naturally like you just drift apart, or it's like I'm not really feeling this person because they've done something, and it's just I'll bring it up and I'll be like, oh, like you've done this, you've made me feel uncomfortable, but like there was never like a big blow up, you know what I mean? And like it wasn't like intense, and just I don't dislike anyone that I've kind of like not broke off friendships with, but
to like just
it's just natural,
just lost
just
like the
and you don't hold anything against them, and it is what it is, and you move on with your life and you meet different people. And
Yeah, well, that's what this one person said. NC, is it NC? No, NT, sorry. Everyone has friends that you don't want to see anymore, but still don't want anything bad for them.
yeah.
And that's the thing. It's actually quite active to really dislike someone. It's a lot of energy. So I feel like realistically, you're probably one with the problem if you really hate someone that much. Unless obviously they've done something like awful, like
Yeah.
killed someone you know, or like, do you know what I mean? Or like took your boyfriend or your girlfriend. I get that.
Yeah. 'Cause I see those stories and I'm like, you're right, fuck that person.
No, yeah, fully. I hate them for you.
Yikes.
I'm with people grow up and change. Your views may not align with others. Yeah, and that's from different environments and experiences. I hear that.
That's true.
I hear that. But yeah, no one really gave their reasons for disagreeing. But 21, not 21, sorry, but 22% did. But I've got no reasons for it, so I can't say them. So
I wouldn't know either, to be honest. So
I feel like, why could you? I mean, I feel like maybe some people are like so adamant that like it has to end badly, because I feel like even if you like say you like link someone and you're not linking them as much, like if it hasn't ended badly, maybe you've still like got the mindset, oh, okay, we're not talking now, but I may bail them like 8 months. Whereas say for you and me, maybe we're very much like, no, we're never gonna be mates again, whatever. But like I have no bad wishes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I get that, because there are some people in friendships who are very like possessive, you know, in certain situations. And say if like just the friendship isn't what it is anymore, and it's just dead, and you're both in. Not that.
Someone actually said this, which was quite interesting. They messaged me privately. This is going to be the last one, I think. Have past friends that at a drop of a pin I would be there to support but don't speak to. Literally a case at the time we've had a perfect friendship, but we're older and yeah, down different routes. Valid. Outgrowing friends is something you do as you become older, supposed to when you clash. Supposed to when, oh, this is quite interesting. Supposed to when you're a teen, you clash as you try to make your friendship work by trying to maintain, but you should always have the same option, if that makes sense. I think it's like, you know, where like you're quite argumentative when like between the ages of like 12 and like 17.
Yeah.
Whereas now, like if that was to happen, you would just be like, okay, like on your do you mean on your chop?
Exactly.
You know?
And also like as a teen, you don't really have that like emotional maturity.
Yeah, all that understanding to know what the rights or wrongs and what people's triggers are and stuff.
Or really deal with how to solve arguments, and that's why.
Sounds like David and I can see. They don't ever apologise, do they? They just laugh it off.
That's nice though, but also I guess you kind of do have to talk about.
Yeah, I need apologies. That's just me.
You need to reflect and like understand, because I. Whose phone is that?
It's
oh, okay. I thought it was mine for a sec. But yeah, like with disagreements and stuff, I feel like it's important for you both to sit down and be like, this is how I'm feeling. This is part of like understanding people. So I can see you and David guess they're not compatible. No, I'm joking. They are.
If they win, you're gonna feel really bad though. To be fair, the winners
I've been saying this whole hour. I've been saying, I can say. I want her to win, not David.
All right, we're gonna get kicked out. So, right. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me on this show.
Sorry.
Sorry, can we say it again?
What for? Sorry. Thank you very much. I think we're about to get kicked out. Thank you for coming again. 3rd time's a charm. With lights this time, guys, and working mics, hopefully.
Period. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I love coming here. Just like my home.
Yeah, mine as well. No, we love it here. Where can we find you, please? Socials, the ats, please.
On TikTok, who the hell is this? Period. On Instagram, it's HuddaJX. So yeah, that's my only socials. So find me on
Sweet.
there.
Thank you for watching, everyone. At the Winning Side Pod, follow, share, subscribe, because come on, you lot, I need fucking subscribers.
Yeah, come on.
Right, we're back next week. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.